Coming up tonight on YCN News, the arrests of people charged by local police with drug possession and trafficking continues. A Vermont man is being charged by state police for 2 counts of second-degree murder. And the Vermont House passes a bill to ban handheld electronic devices while driving. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Friday edition of YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. In case you haven't noticed, it's a Valentine's Day snowstorm. Students may have the day off, yet most adults do not. Sometimes it takes creative and physical energy to get to work. From seeing the irony of cars at Newport Auto ready to hit the road, if only they could get out from this blanket of snow, some people decided to walk to work. Even I had trouble getting in today. Our crew members had to stop what they were doing to rescue me. Whether you are on 2 feet today or on 4 wheels, be careful and drive prudently. The arrests of people charged by local police with drug possession and trafficking continues. On Thursday, 3 Sullivan County residents were arraigned in Claremont District Court in New Hampshire. 49-year-old Roger Colby and his son, 30-year-old Mark Colby, both of 87 Summer Street in Claremont, are being held in Sullivan County House of Corrections in lieu of bail. Roger Colby is charged with 4 counts of selling heroin. If convicted, each count is punishable by up to 20 years in prison and a $300,000 fine. Bail for Roger Colby is $50,000 cash only. Mark Colby is charged with possession of controlled drugs with intent to distribute. The penalty for alleged distribution can result in a 7-year prison term and a $100,000 fine. Mark Colby's bail was set at $250,000 cash only. The arrest of the Colbys follows a 4-month investigation, says Claremont Police Chief Alex Scott. The Claremont Police Department worked with the New Hampshire Attorney General's Drug Task Force. When police executed the search warrant they obtained from the court, other items were found at the Colby Summer Street home. These items include over $4,000 in cash, a .22 caliber handgun, and about 600 bags of heroin with an estimated street value of $3,000. Police also found about 130 milligram OxyContin pills, also worth about $3,000 on the street. Thursday's 3rd drug arrest and arraignment involves 42-year-old Jeremy Salzy of 123 Old Claremont Road in Charlestown. Salzy is charged by police with 4 counts of allegedly selling heroin. Each count is punishable by up to 7 years in prison if convicted. Salzy's bail was set at $5,000 cash only. The Charlestown Police Department worked with the Claremont Police Department and the state's Drug Task Force to complete Salzy's arrest and arraignment. Claremont Chief Scott says additional arrests are expected. In other police news, a Vermont man is being charged by state police for 2 counts of second-degree murder. 70-year-old Sylvester Labartino was taken into custody early Thursday morning. Labartino is being held at the Marble Valley Regional Correctional Facility in Rutland for lack of $75,000 bail. Labartino was scheduled to be arraigned on the 2 murder charges Thursday afternoon. State police began looking for Labartino and found the white Ford Bronco he was driving after police received a report Wednesday afternoon about a possible shooting incident at 578 Vermont Route 30 in Hubbardton. Hubbardton is near Castleton and Fairhaven, Vermont, on the state's western border. When first responders arrived at a home in Hubbardton, 2 men were confirmed dead. The men were found lying outside the home. The victims' identities have just been released by police. They are a father and son, 57-year-old Shane Plummer and 26-year-old Christopher Plummer, both of West Haven, Vermont. The investigation into their deaths continues, state police say. Police say there is nothing to indicate a threat to public safety at this time.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Vermont lawmakers discussed a number of bills this week, including House Bill 62, which seeks to ban the use of handheld electronic devices while driving. Vermont Governor Peter Shumlin has expressed his opposition to the bill, but the majority of the House has shown clear support for its passage. If enacted into law, the bill would ban all use of handheld electronic devices. Vermont Public Radio reported some of the legislators' concerns in this week's sessions. Some legislators believed it was wrong to ban only handheld electronics, where others, such as hands-free phone devices, could prove to be just as dangerous. Despite some opposition, the bill passed in the House and is now in the Senate's hands. YCN News will keep you updated. On this Valentine's Day, several federal lawmakers, including one from New Hampshire, sent a special message to their colleagues. Democratic U.S. Senator Jeanne Shaheen from New Hampshire joins Republican Senators Mark Kirk of Illinois and Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania in a Kiss Sugar Subsidies Goodbye reform. The three senators, a press release notes, sent Valentines to every Senate office to make all aware of the need for sugar reform. Calling the legislation the Sugar Reform Act, the trio says it's time for an outdated program to be stopped. As it now stands, a small group of sugar growers in the U.S. and processors of sugar byproducts benefit. Senator Toomey describes this as a corporate welfare because some businesses benefit while other companies do not. And key to the reform, the three senators agree, is that American companies are sending sugar manufacturing overseas where lower processing costs can be found. This means some candy companies cannot afford to operate in this country and local jobs are lost. Costs at the grocery store go up when higher sugar processing costs are passed down to shoppers. The Sugar Reform Act, as presented by Shaheen, Kirk, and Toomey, would mean more availability of sugar to candy and food manufacturers at better prices. This would help U.S. companies keep their plants here and not relocate overseas. Between 1997 and 2011, more than 125,000 Americans' jobs were lost to U.S. companies shifting production overseas. This is because foreign manufacturing rivals can offer better pricing on candy making and other sugar-using industries, the senators note. It's been one snowy week in Vermont and New Hampshire, but the bright side to getting hit with a snowstorm is that it means fresh snow for the fun events coming this weekend. Tomorrow begins the famous Harris Hill ski jump competition in Brattleboro, Vermont. Many Olympic-worthy competitors will be jumping for the gold beginning Saturday morning and on through Sunday. New Hampshire has its share of racing too. Tomorrow, the Arrowhead Recreation Area in Claremont will hold its 7th annual cardboard sled race. While these competitors may not move as swiftly as Harris Hill skiers, the variety of artistically decorated sleds and dedicated family fun will be a sight for all to enjoy. Be sure to check out one of these snow-worthy events this weekend. Save the date. A job fair will be held from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Thursday, February 20th at the Holiday Inn in Concord. The Holiday Inn is located at 172 North Main Street. The fair is part of New Hampshire Congresswoman Ann McLean Custer's top priority as a representative to help connect local residents with career and advancement opportunities. On the 20th, employers representing multiple industries will be present. These include key New Hampshire job segments in manufacturing, recreation, energy, transportation, and healthcare. To learn more about the job fair and to register, go online to custer.house.gov/contact or call Representative Custer's Concord office at 603-226-1002. The Concord office is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next 5 days, and he'll take a look at some local high school sports.
Thanks, Rose. Tomorrow we're expecting more snow, so don't put away your shovels just yet. Highs will be in the 30s with a low of 12 degrees. Sunday will be sunny with temperatures dropping to the 20s and down to a low of -2 degrees. Monday will have a high of 23 with lows down to 11 degrees. Tuesday we're expecting light snow with temperatures up to 36 degrees and lows in the 20s. Wednesday will have highs in the 40s with a low of 23 degrees. After yesterday's snowstorm, we have the results for the ski mountains with the greatest snowfall. Mount Sunapee came in first with 18 inches of snowfall, and tying for second are Cannon Mountain and Ragged Mountain, both receiving 16 inches. Be sure to check out the slopes at these mountains. Now, let's look at some games happening tomorrow. There will be a Hanover versus St. Thomas Aquinas boys hockey game. Hanover is hosting them with the game starting at 4:50 p.m. Also, a Kearsarge versus Belmont Guilford game will happen tomorrow at Kearsarge High School at 5 p.m. There will be a Lebanon versus Winnicott game in Exeter starting at 6:30 p.m. Come watch one of these local games. And all of you sports fans who have a special someone, don't let any of those games distract you too much. Dedicate your time to your significant other. And now here is Rose receiving some roses while at work.
A rose and roses.
Okay, that's great.